Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Turner. Fires from deep. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot. Well, Doris, we got a clash at the 5 spot here tonight. Can't wait to see these centers go at it.
B.A., there was once a point in history where we were talking about is the 5-man phased out of the game, and all of a sudden now you have several MVPs who occupy the position. It is unequivocally going to be a special matchup tonight.
And here's Indiana now, following the bucket by the Thunder. Clock at 6. And here's Turner. Right now he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. About a minute into this first quarter. Hartenstein can't get it to fall. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for Indiana. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Williams on the wing. To the middle. Left block shot on the way.
And this is why this team considers Turner a defensive stalwart. Long arms, quick feet, the ability to contest shooters. Really good defense.
Back to Siakam. And Siakam with the slam.
Sometimes a player is born with a passer's mindset. He deals it with conviction.
All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best point guards?
Well, he's certainly, B.A., got to be near the top of the list. Number one, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game.
Now here's Halliburton. 17 points in his last outing. And Nesmith gets it to go.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. Dort, right side. Hartenstein with it. From deep, Holmgren. A rebound by Turner.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
Now Siakam. He's covered by Holmgren. Here's Halliburton. It's good. And give the assist to Siakam.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Here's Williams. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Pacers love to push it up. Tyrese Halliburton said it's our biggest strength. Teams don't want to run with us. They know when you play us, have your track shoes ready. Especially if you're coming off of a back-to-back or you have a packed schedule. You do not want to see us. Brian, they have their identity.
No doubt about that, and it starts with him. Pass to Turner. Nembhard with it. Hartenstein covering. Now Siakam. 5 to shoot. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And Nesmith gets it to go.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Here's Williams. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Shot on the wing. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Yeah, they battled at certain points, but once the game started slipping away and they fell behind, they just couldn't get back into it.
We know they're capable of a much better game than they played. They know it, we know it. Let's see if it affects their confidence.
Now here's Halliburton. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Here's Siakam. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Thunder trail by 8. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. There's Nesmith with a 3. On target from range. Nesmith's got 8 points.
Their offense looking like a well-oiled machine.
Here's Nembhard. The jumper from the wing off target. And so it's the Indiana Pacers closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
They've been pretty intimidating on the defensive end, knocking away shootings, containing shooters, and making it tough to find looks.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
A nice shot by Toppin.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
This guy is such an explosive athlete. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander goes straight to the cup.
One thing about the Pacers, Doris, they can flat out score the basketball.
It is incredible to me, B.A., how infrequently the ball sticks. They play fast, whether in transition or in the half court. They make defenses work.
Caruso misses in close.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Indiana shooting their first free throw tonight. All right, Doris, you think this heliocentric style of play can lead to championship success?
Brian, this is such a big-time question, and I think a difficult one to answer. By heliocentric, we mean that the best player on your team is making up a greater percentage of the usage, meaning the ball is in their hands more. What that has led to are some of the most efficient offenses in the history of the game. But does it lead to championships? That is the answer to the question we all seek.
Back to Wallace. Pass to Williams. Out of bounds. It'll be Indiana's ball.
Indiana ball. Substitution for your Thunder.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. And here's McConnell. There's the 3. Hits a three-pointer.
For 3.
McConnell's got 6 here in the quarter.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc. And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Here's Bryant. McConnell's shot is off. Thunder trail by 14. Caruso, right side. Pass to Dort. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, my goodness. How about the impressive vertical by Lou Dort? No doubt on that slam.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kick ability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or a spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
And Indiana with some changes. And stolen by Hartenstein. Here's Williams. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Outside for Dort. Shot clock at 6. Here's Hartenstein. The shot won't fall. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. To the paint. Here's Nembhard.
2 minutes remaining in the half. 2 minutes.
Kicks it out to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. The 3 is up. The Thunder with the rebound. We've got 1:48 left to play in the half. Pass to Holmgren. Oh, and Turner with a block.
Well, how about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
Hook loose. On the wing, Nembhard. Down low. Here's Siakam. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Siakam's got his second basket of the night.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. They just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 11th pick back in 2018, has developed to the point where he is in the MVP conversation. His coach, Mark Daigneault, said he's improved every year. He's been in the league. It's a testament to his humility. He looks in the mirror, he sees what he needs to improve on, and then he works at it. Brian?
All right, Allie, thank you. Inside. Here's Turner. Lets it fly. Well, there's the shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Coming onto the floor for your Thunder, number 22, Cason Wallace.
There's 47 seconds left in the second period. Back to Hartenstein. To the inside. Wallace outside. 6 on the shot clock. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Pacers leading by 12. There's Nesmith with a 3. He can't get it to go. Wallace outside. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Haliburton outside. Pass to Nesmith. Down low. Here's Turner. No good from 11 feet. And so it's Indiana now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And it's the Thunder with the ball, down by 12. Doris, not only is the Thunder roster full of young talent, they also have a ridiculous amount of draft capital.
BA, you've got to give a ton of credit to the front office. They've got multiple options going forward. Continue to draft and develop their talent, or perhaps use those picks to trade for a superstar you believe fits.
Pass to Bryant. Toppin outside. Takes a 13-footer. Hartenstein pulls it in.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
Woo-hoo, that's the athleticism you talked about with Jalen Williams. This guy can get off his feet in a hurry.
Now Hartenstein. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. And that's a foul called on Isaiah Hartenstein. That's his first foul of the game. Indiana leading by 8. McConnell outside. Here's Shepherd, averaging around 5 points a game. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Hartenstein with it. Ooh, Shai showing no fear inside.
Well, that's SGA in a nutshell right there. Quickness, length, guile, finishing on the interior.
Mathurin. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him. Pass
to Holmgren. And Bryant pulls it down. Indiana leading. You know, after sitting out his first pro year due to a foot injury, Chet Holmgren was well worth the wait, Grant.
Yes, he was. And Chet was actually guarding LeBron during a summer Pro-Am game when he hurt his foot. But Chet was a monster his rookie year, already an elite shot blocker.
Back to Toppin. From outside the arc. They get the rebound. Pass to Shepard. No good on the three.
Only 20% shooting in this quarter. They need to settle down and relax a little bit here.
To the middle. Here's Holmgren. Chet going to work inside.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
And it's Rick Carlisle calling timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Thunder trail by 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
They've closed the gap over the last few possessions. Can they push through and grab the lead?
Yeah, it feels like they've ramped up their intensity. They have forced good things to happen. Now they're back in it.
Back to Halliburton. Turner for 3. Down it goes. And a great assist by Halliburton. Turner's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
Well, that's the great three-point stroke of Miles Turner, and has that feathery touch from deep, and his size really hard to guard.
Here's Hartenstein, and the shot goes. Hartenstein's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Grant, how about the rise of OKC in just 2 years, transforming from a 24-win team to the top seed?
Incredible, B.A. The Thunder drafted well and gave those picks lots of playing time. Plus, they made some fantastic trades. And of course, don't forget, OKC still has a boatload of picks.
Pass to Turner. Back to Nembhard. Now here's Turner. He's guarded by Caruso. Nice shot by Turner. Turner's got 10.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
And there it is for him.
They've made things hard on themselves, going cold in the first half, but they've been warming up since.
Halliburton with the ball, and it's Dort picking him up. Back to Siakam. Halliburton up top. Siakam outside. 6 to shoot. And Nesmith gets it to go.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And Williams punches it home.
Wow. What a move by Jalen Williams. Offensively, he just has the whole package.
Left side, Nesmith. Outside for Halliburton. Pass to Nesmith. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Caruso, right side. And so it's the Indiana Pacers leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The flow of the game is favored this.
38.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Indiana leading by 6. Pass to Mathurin. Drops in the layup for 2.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer, skilled at finding ways to convert around the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. And Bryant pulls it down. And here's Shepard for 3. Drills it from deep. And the Pacers lead by 11.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Here's Caruso. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Pass to Shepherd. Toppin outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Some solid defense from Williams.
I'll tell you, despite his struggles at the offensive end, this team still finds themselves in control of the ball game.
Wallace outside. Back to Wiggins. Fires it. And Bryant pulls it down. Pacers leading by 9. Pass to Mathurin. Bryant outside. The layup misses. Toppin with a double team. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Fast break. Here we go. McConnell good. And what's your take, guys, here on the hustle stats for the Pacers?
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And also, guys, the tenacity they've shown on the defensive end has been something else. Look at how many blocks they've tallied thus far.
And it's Caruso on the take. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Such a graceful move, showing off the floater game.
They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup, make sure you get a good shot.
Yeah, once Benedict Mathurin gets interior position, good night, folks. Turn off the lights.
Offensive rebound. Indiana leading by 11. For 3. No luck on that one. Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. The Pacers pull it in. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Bryant. Got a piece of it. Wiggins with it. And it's McConnell picking him up. Here we go. Here's Williams. And buries the jumper to finish off the break.
And that nice steal was able to get their break going in a hurry.
It amazes me how quickly you can change ends. You've got to be prepared to sprint the floor.
Here's Wallace. And it's off from three-point range. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That'll be a second foul of the game. Both teams will make substitutions.
First team foul. Substitution on the floor.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's Halliburton. And that's off the glass and in. And the Pacers lead by 11.
What you love about Tyrese Halliburton is his feel for the game, knowing when to shoot.
First team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off the inbound, no good. Indiana leading by 11. Back to Halliburton. Nembhard, right side. Over Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot by Nembhard, no good. Here's Oklahoma City now. Dort for 3. The rebound by Nesmith.
Well, now it's just a matter of watching the sand fall through the hourglass. This game is wrapped up and a strong showing for the Pacers.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And so they powered through to their 51st win of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And what a huge performance it was from Miles Turner.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
And that one falls for Hartenstein.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
And so Hartenstein nails both of them. Don't do anything silly. Just ride out the clock.
Yes, if they take their time and execute, the game is all theirs.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Halliburton outside. Clock at 6. Here's Nesmith. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Assisted by Tyrese Halliburton.
And so Indiana takes...
Let's go. That was perfect. Welcome to an all-new episode of NBA 2K TV.
In the My Career storyline, you come across a lot of NBA players, one of which is Scoot Henderson.
And we caught up with him while recording his scene. He gave us some tips on how to use him in NBA 2K. Take a look.
That's big time coming from you, man. I study your game.
I appreciate that. But remember, nothing in this league is given to you. You gotta earn it, trust me. I'm speaking from experience.
Scoot, welcome to 2K TV. We're so excited to have you here. Now, you are here at the mocap studio shooting for My Career in NBA 2K25. How excited are you?
I'm really excited.